And so let's just talk about them in detail so you see what you get as you connect. Obviously, with the website and the e-zine, you get those things that I mentioned just delivered into your inbox. But if you join us for one of our 3 programs, the monthly Holistic Prevention membership is really a weekly webinar series that twice a month we'll be talking about the Avoiding the Big Four Holistic Prevention series. Okay, that'll take us up 4 months to go through the whole thing because there's 8 sessions. And one session, one webinar a month is an Ask Anything Q&A. And so those are just nutrition and holistic health questions. And then the 4th one is a special holistic health guest interview with Q&A as well. And that'll be someone who's in the same field of holistic health but not necessarily doing nutrition or the same areas of expertise and coaching that I'm in. There'll be people like acupuncturist, massage therapist, meditation therapist, yoga specialist, those sorts of people. The 21-day purification program is really an intensive diet program where for 21 days you commit to eating a very clean diet, to taking whole food supplements that support detox, and in the process you get a tremendous amount of holistic nutrition education. This is a great thing to do every year, even twice a year, and more people are understanding the benefits of going through a purification program where they support their body's detox mechanisms. So in this program you get daily support emails for finding your best thinking that includes supplements and protein shakes and recipes, and as well as post-purification program planning so that you kind of know where you're going with your next steps after you finish the program. And then the 3rd is our Vitality 2013, and this is the 90-day transformation program. And really the biggest difference here between this program and the weekly webinars is that you will be going through all of it in 12 weeks, and that you have the thinking behind the choices assessment, which is the coaching assessment, and it'll also be involved with a weekly group coaching session. And in those coaching sessions we focus on holistic health and prevention and utilizing the assessments that you've taken to understand your own thinking about where you are today and understand where your thinking goes first and then second, and we rarely wait for a 3rd thought. So most of us reflexively do the things that come to us initially. So the coaching is the key part of the 90-day transformation. You will also get the Avoiding the Big Four Prevention series in recorded videos, as well as you would be welcome to join whatever's going on that month with the weekly webinars. The monthly Ask Anything Q&A webinar and the monthly special holistic health guest interview with Q&A. So these are the 3 programs starting out in really right away. We're signing up people. And the other thing that I often get asked, though, is private practice rates. Yes, I do have a vibrant private practice. I've been in private practice since 2006, and you can certainly get in touch with us about making an appointment for that. And the hair analysis, hair mineral analysis, saliva testing, and supplement programs are also available as an add-on to any of these programs. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is stop here for just a second and see if there are any questions. And okay, yeah, someone asked a question earlier about my example. Do I have an example of the use of coaching in my life? So I tell you what, let's go back. See if I can go back. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, an example about me, I first of all have come to the place where I'm using the hair mineral analysis and the systems survey in my nutrition practice, and where I'm using the coaching assessment, thinking behind choices in the coaching side of it. I've come there after years and years of looking at different options and what would work the best and what works in real life. And what I have found is that a hair mineral analysis and really is invaluable. It's showing mineral patterns of just your metabolic state. What I mean by that is, are you a fast oxidizer or are you a slow oxidizer, which is really how your metabolism's running. But it's also very impactful to how your thinking is going, because if you are extremely slow or extremely fast, that has different implications for your mood and your energy. Um, the hair mineral analysis has shown that. It has also shown patterns of being demineralized, which just simply means low mineral status because of diet, typically. And then finally, metabolic patterns in your endocrine system. So for me, the thing that I've learned is that because you look at blood sugar, at a thyroid, at adrenals, and at male-female hormones. And really what I've learned about me is, my area of weakness is adrenal fatigue. Everyone has a different area. We're not all the same. In fact, that is a key concept of holistic health, is that we are bio-individual. And so this biochemical individuality means that what works for me doesn't necessarily work for you. But in my case, what I've discovered over the years of taking these assessments is that as I take it each year, the one thing that I still struggle with, and that it will get better over time, and then if I let myself get too stressed, it gets worse again, is my adrenals. Other people have more of a significant issue with blood sugar or hormonal balance, but again, these things all impact each other. And so that's an example of that assessment. Of the coaching assessment, I've done the coaching assessment three times now in the last, well, I guess really 4 times in the last 3 years. And what I will tell you is that the one benefit that I've gotten out of it is it highlights for me on a piece of paper where my thinking is at the moment. And so where my thinking is at the moment, as I use that with a coach, and I sit quietly and journal with it, what I've discovered about myself is my patterns of thinking are often behind, really almost always behind, some of the problems and hang-ups in my life. And so as I recognize them, I'm able to say, oh, all right, well, that makes a lot of sense. And basically what it does is just take something from the back of my mind where I kind of know it's there and I'm kind of anxious or ignoring it, to the front of my mind where I say, oh, so this really is the source of what's going on in my life, and then at that point I can choose to do something about it. What I know about myself is I'm much more likely to do something about it in the front of my mind when it's there and obvious to me than if it's just some vague nuisance in the back of my mind. And so I would say that assessment has been hugely valuable in just really reducing my stress more than anything. Of course, physically, you also reduce your stress with nutrition, but emotionally and mentally you can reduce your stress by really understanding yourself, and so that's a big part of that.